On second down, a run with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he goes out right around the 39.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper!
They go play action with Lawrence. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball. But they've brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. These two teams all tied after 1.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They go play action now. Lawrence. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Lawrence to throw. Just keeping the play alive. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. Open man right side is Sharp. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play there on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that,
they're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Jones. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dayo Odangbo. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Looking to throw. Jones to the right side, complete to Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14.
17. Jaguars 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, Lawrence. A first down and more, ETN. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Again, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. As the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw again on second down. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Here's Fuller with a catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
Oh, able to avoid him. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Jones on 1st and 10. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
That's good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, 5, and oh so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal.
They'll get this off to Taylor.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Taylor.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Colts 24.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
To return, here's Agnew.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
57, Mike 57.
Another tote for Etienne.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
He'll get this off to Etienne.
And he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a big only 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Mike 57. All day,
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Colts are right back in this football game.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. They'll let Taylor try and run.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Colts 32.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Switch up. Yeah, go. Drop deep. Minus 57, right.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the run.
Hey, I-7.
Now Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Jones.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now Jones.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
39. Jaguars 35.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Get in the weight room.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Lutz with the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And this one is right through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 30 on second down, Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Etienne.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can